James 4:14 poses the question, what is your life? The way you see your life shapes your life. How you define life determines your destiny. One of the best ways to understand other people is to ask them, how do you see your life? You will discover that there are as many different answers to that question as there are people. If I asked you, picture life, what image comes to your mind? That image is your life's metaphor. It's the view of life that you hold consciously or unconsciously in your mind. It's the description of how life works and what you expect from it. Your unspoken life metaphor influences your life more than you realize. It determines your expectations, your values, your relationships, your goals, and even your priorities. For instance, if you think life is a party, your primary value in life will be having fun, right? But if you see life as a race, you will value speed and probably being in a hurry all the time. What is your view of life? You may be basing your life on a faulty life metaphor. You know, the Bible offers 3 metaphors that teach God's view of life. Life is a test, life is a trust, and life is a temporary assignment. We will look at the first 2 today and the third one next week. Life on earth is a test. This life metaphor is seen in stories throughout all of the Bible. God tested Abraham by asking him to offer his son Isaac. God tested Jacob when he had to work extra years to earn Rachel as his wife. Character is both developed and revealed by tests, and all of life is a test. You will be tested by major changes, delayed promises, impossible problems, unanswered prayers, undeserved criticism, and even senseless tragedies. A very important test is how you act when you can't feel God's presence in your life. You know, sometimes God intentionally draws back when we don't feel or sense closeness from Him. A king named Hezekiah experienced this exact same test. The Bible says God withdrew from Hezekiah in order to test him and to see what was really in his heart. When you understand that life is a test, you realize that nothing is insignificant in your life. Every single day is an important day and in a second to growth opportunities that deepen your character, to demonstrate love, or to depend on God. Life on earth is a trust. This is the second biblical metaphor of life. Our time on earth and our energy, intelligence, opportunities, relationships, and resources are all gifts from God that He has entrusted to our care and management. The Bible says the world and all that is in it belong to the Lord. The earth and all that is here on earth. We never really own anything during our brief stay here on earth. When God created Adam and Eve, He entrusted the care of His creation to them and appointed them trustees of His property. The first job God gave humans was to manage and take care of all of God's stuff here on earth. This role has never been rescinded. It's our part and purpose today. Everything we enjoy is to be treated as a trust that God has placed in our hands. Our culture says, if you don't own it, you won't have to take care of it. But Christians live by a higher standard. Because God owns it, I must take the best care of it that I can. You know, the Bible says those who are entrusted with something valuable must show that they are worthy of that trust. When God returns, He will evaluate each servant's responsibility and reward them accordingly. God says, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful of a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share in your master's happiness. If you treat everything as a trust from God, He promises 3 rewards of eternity. First, you will be given God's affirmation. He will say, good job, well done. Next, you will receive a promotion and be given greater responsibility in eternity. I will put you in charge of many things. Then you will be honored with a celebration. Come and share in your master's happiness. Consider this verse. Unless you are faithful in small matters, you won't be faithful in large ones, as found in Luke 16:10. So consider this question. What are the greatest responsibilities, the greatest matters that God has entrusted you with?